Hi guys, so this is the last video in a line of videos discussing the categories involved in this incredible auction we're holding at the moment, the Ferrers-Walker Collection. The last three items in the auction are the only three miscellaneous items, and it consists of a couple of gorgeous launching mallets and a flag. So of course the category is called launching mallets and flags. But first of all, we've got this gorgeous, I'll open the box for you shortly, but please, Jace, give people an idea of how ornate and how beautiful this oak casket is. It's a ceremonial launching mallet and chisel housed in its beautiful casket from the launching of Submarine E1, really early submarines for the Royal Navy. Launching mallets, by the way, were used for the official launching of a naval ship, after which these pieces were presented normally to the dignitary involved as a sort of souvenir of the occasion. In this case, the mallet and the chisel would have been used to cut the cord that held back the wine or champagne, releasing it to swing and smash against the ship. This one is typical in the fact that it's incredibly, these are made of fruit wood, which is easy to carve with, and gives the craftsman an opportunity to sort of really go to work on it. And the oak, you see also, sorry, before I move on to the casket, even the steel work is beautifully engraved. So it's very high quality pieces, that exude the pride and the passion involved in the Royal Navy and the finesse involved in building these incredible ships. Oak casket, blue velvet line is typical of the time, silver cartouche. It's what you would find at the turn of the century at that time. E1, by the way, was part of a British submarine flotilla in the Baltic. She was one of the E-boats that was scuttled, one of many E-boats that were scuttled to avoid seizure at the time by advancing German forces which had landed just nearby. Lockable case, beautiful side piece. Next, we have this very rare ceremonial launching mallet from the launch of HMS Canopus. She was a pre-dreadnought battleship launched in 1897. Again, it's crafted from fruit wood and beautifully ornate and intricately carved. I'm assuming in this case that the mallet knocked a type of sort of clasp or pin that released the bottle. Canopus had a very special career in World War I. Firstly, she guarded the Falkland Islands after the First Battle of the Falklands, but most poignantly, in 1915, she was involved in the Gallipoli campaign, where she bombarded the Ottoman coastal fortifications, defending the Dardanelles, receiving battle honours for both. I hope you got a good look at how beautiful those roses and thistles are on there. That's a beautiful piece, and I'm hoping that goes to a very good home, that somebody really appreciates it. Right, last but not least in the whole auction, so the bell from the Rodney is undeniably the star of the show, but this flag, in my opinion, it's equally as special and so evocative. What you're looking at here is the first flag and white ensign to be flown in Algiers, which was the first port to be captured in the North African campaign during Operation Torch. So Operation Torch was a success, a hard-fought won success. As a sign of victory, this ensign was raised and then recovered and then taken back to HMS Mercury, a shore establishment, where it actually joined another two flags. There were three flags in the Ferrers-Walker Collection. One that was the first raised on Sword Beach. The second one that was sold in Charles Miller's in 2016. And another flag was the first flag to be raised when we recaptured Sicily. That was actually our flag, and that was Operation Husky. More accurately, my mother donated that. We've got a family connection in Malta. My brother Gary lives out there, and we love going out there and visiting our favourite museum, the Lascaris War Rooms, which is an incredible museum in Valletta Harbour. We donated the Sicily Operation Husky flag a few years ago, where it's on display. So The brass plaque, which is identical, obviously apart from the text, to the other flags plaques. You can see what it says, but I'm going to read it anyway. This white ensign was hoisted at 7:30, November the 9th in 1942 at Algiers. It was the first Allied flag to be flown in North Africa, also the first flag and white ensign to be flown in Algiers, which was the first port to be captured in the North African campaign. Now you know why I'm so excited about this flag. It's so symbolic. After that hard-fought victory, this was run up the pole. Again, it's another one of those items which, if only it could talk and tell its own story. So that concludes the category videos. That concludes the talking about the pieces in the auction. As I said earlier, the auction's nearly finished. So this is your last chance to bid. And if you are, then good luck. I hope you get what you like.